and a slam jam.
You think of new drums? I think it seems like a item one person's gonna buy every single game. So we're gonna have to catch ourselves up here. First pick was 4 Zoomers. They picked Enchantress. The response was Marana, and then they picked Earthshaker, and then they responded with Sand King. I think Sand King might be pretty decent this patch. I'm curious to see if he goes the Veil. You think that Shadow Fiend is good? No. The recipe or the aura activation is just really powerful, and the all stats, mana regen, and movement speed are something any hero is happy to have. Right on, Keaton AJ. Your name really blends in with the background.
What the f just happened? There is nothing that can stop this man.
Top 3 offlaners? Not entirely sure, to be honest, about offlanes. What do you think about Slark? I don't think Slark will be very good. Holy moly! Holy moly! I think Slark will be really good in games where he's really good, but situational at best. Holy moly!
Dire team pick.
Parablade ban when you have Sand King Marana. Thank you, Chillin. What do you think of Vlad's drums built on Beast? Not sure. I initially said that I thought Vlad's was going to be a really bad item. Seems like people are still building it. So either they believe differently, or like it's still being phased out. One of those two. So they picked a Wyvern. Or 3, you could be wrong. So what I mean is, like, if they all believe differently, then I'm wrong. That's like implied, I guess. So the first option is pretty much me being wrong and disagreeing with everybody, and 2 is them like trying it and seeing. Do you think Dagon is a better item now? I said Dagon is probably worse than it was before. 4 Zoomers took game 2 against Quincy. I think Centaur's going to be strong right now. I do think Centaur's good.
5 seconds remaining.
1-1 right now?
Yeah, it's 1-1. Best of 5. No, 4 Zoomers BDG. No, it was double limb. Quincy crew beat 4 Zoomers in the upper bracket, 4 Zoomers BDG in the lower bracket, and now they're back top. I was thinking Ursa, like it has to be Ursa, right? What's up?
How's AG in the lower bracket? Did he not?
4 Zoomers beat him.
Oh, wow.
First round. First round of upper bracket. Ursa seemed like the pick here. Stash resistance against Shaker, melee matchup against Centaur, overpower against Enchantress. It just, I didn't see why else they would pick anything else. Holy moly! Sango XP, man, you will win more games doing that if you have the right discipline. I may be missing something, but I'm pretty sure that's a dog shit Troll Warlord pick. We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, or whatever fucking Mason said.
10 seconds remaining.
Roll into Wyvern, Ursa, Sand King.
5 seconds remaining.
Doesn't really hard counter Sand King in lane. It doesn't have a save. It's pretty bad against Wyvern. I don't think it's good versus Ursa. What would you do if I donated $1,000? I would say thank you very much for donating $1,000. Brock033, thanks for the Twitch Prime. I would get excited, but I'd also I'm not gonna like do anything for you. Gunner has to be some Yule's hero.
Radiant team pick.
Is Void Spirit in the pool? No, he's banned. Storm? No, he's banned. Or Zoomer's banned out his entire hero pool. What the fuck?
10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Pugna. I must be missing something. Four Zoomer's draft looks like some hot dog shit to me, boys.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What do you pick against Pugna here? You probably even make the Mirana mid if they wanted to do something else top. Pretty good Mirana mid game actually. But they probably want to do something more mobile mid. Maybe not even mobility. Maybe like Viper. Viper could be really good here actually. But you do want some hero that rotates to the Sand King, I think. So Viper's probably not the play. Who's left? Lena? Lena's good against Pugna, right? In lane. Oh, Sniper!
Now select
Wow. Sniper against Enchantress. Or sorry, against Centaur. I was like thinking Beast heroes. Sniper against Centaur, huh? Interesting. Minutes to Midnight, that is completely up to her if she'd like to do. He said, can we have Kali hang out during a watching game stream like this one?
10 seconds remaining.
Why Tinker is not that
5
picked anymore.
seconds remaining.
Most mid laners, I do think this meta is going to be more turtle heavy. So I think Tinker might actually be pickable now. But the problem with Tinker is he like never becomes tanky. He's always like, he's invadable early. He's like super invadable. And I think that's the problem. And so it'd have to be like a 10th pick Tinker. I don't know. Who will you be watching? I'm gonna watch Quinn for the first bit. Thanks for the donut, babe. Holy moly! Holy moly! I'm pretty sure this game is like 80-20 Quincy in the draft, but the sniper pick kind of threw a wrench in things for me. Holy moly! I'm pretty sure Sand King's gonna go like Crimson Guard or some shit. Who should win mid? I'm actually watching the mid lane because I don't know. I think Sniper wins based on the fact that he picked second and his animation is just way better. But I actually don't know.
You did your best.
Do you think the Orchid cost reduction will make it viable for position 4s? Not any hero that wasn't going to buy it before is not going to buy it now. It's heroes that were either buying it a lot or heroes that would feel good buying it prior, but it wasn't a good enough item. I think Orchid is a way better item now than it was prior.
It's just not fair.
It's just like the silence part of it was really outdated, I think. Like, it was too big of an investment for a silence. So now they're making it such that, yes, you're still getting the silence out of it. That is like the core component of the item, but you have to commit 500 less gold or 400 less gold in order to get the silence.
A wyvern, why?
Who wins in a fist fight, you or Slacks? I think I would be able to use my quick, you know, agility to outmaneuver Slax's, for lack of a better word, large body. What's your opinion of watching EG or of EG losing to Zoomers? EG just doesn't look very good, to be honest. So I'm kind of waiting to see my opinion on Zoomers after this series. I would think the way to play sniper here would be like, Jesus, the holy mollies. Dude, who even said holy moly? Like, who is that? I'm pretty sure you go headshot level 1 and then you might even go 022. I'm curious to see what skill build Quinn goes for here. Because like you said, if you go shrapnel, then Pugna can decrep you and make you miss a bunch of CS. The thing is though, is that decrep level 1 range is shit. Like terrible, absolutely dog shit. So it's much harder to... This matchup is probably more sniper favored than it's ever been because of the decrep range nerf. Aw, shit. How dare you do that to me?
The battle begins.
It's Parker? It's Parker saying holy moly? That does not sound like Parker. Gods. Yeah, if you go 022, then you definitely go back for shrapnel no matter what.
Yes.
I just don't think Pugna can like ever deny because his animation is just so much worse. And you kind of just peep him. He can't trade with you because you peep him. Yeah, you're just always going to time your last hits perfectly. I have to imagine this is sniper favorite.
Hello, I'm Gabe Newell. You've just achieved first blood. Thanks and have fun.
Me you patch new me now let's that Sven Immortal come already.
Oh, so he doesn't go range at all, I see. Interesting. That's the other option. You either take range and go like 2 points in it, or you go 2-1-0 by 3.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spider-Man, why did you help him out on that CS? What? Interesting. So he went shrapnel just for that one wave that was underneath Gunner's tower, making him eat a lot of harass. I would mostly note that this matchup's probably really sniper favored in game too. He had to hit that once. I'm getting slowly but surely used to the new tower damage and shit. He's holding his shrapnels until 4. Nope, he is not. Interesting shrapnel placement. So he purposely was not hitting the creep wave with it. Looks like he's already gotten better at tower CSing in the middle of this game. The way I expect this game to go is that pretty much all the cores that need farm are going to get it, and then I think Dire's cores scale better. Like, Pugna can't actually fight in the shrapnel. What is this creep doing? Oh, the deny. What was the point of changing the tower damage? I don't know. Mix it up a little bit? I'm honestly not sure. I don't see anything particularly wrong with doing it. I just don't see a specific reason to do it. Maybe it's better with multi-shot versus Zoo. Maybe. But that's only for tier 2s, right? Is decrypt just impossible in this lane? Pretty tough to decrypt a sniper when it's 400 range level 1. Now it's 500 range. I love how they didn't show this. Like, why isn't it in the ability description? Oh wow, the dodge on the... Wow. Nice turn kill here. Poor Zoomers is putting a lot of emphasis on the sniper. He is like the best hero to pick on here. Looks like Ursa's actually laning bottom now. Was this from the beginning? I wasn't actually paying attention. Looks like there was a lane swap ever since the start of the game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gold and sweet.
And then top, it's Troll versus Stanking.
Denied.
Stanking's going Soul Ring with no health regen. I don't know about that. That seems very strange to me. I think this is a mistake. Stanking will have sustain issues. Yuar got outmanned by a vegan. True. That is what happened right there. The only thing I'm concerned about with the sniper is that the Centaur mid-game makes it very easy to commit onto him with heroes that normally can't close that gap. Sniper may be way better because of the small camp though.
Just happened.
Like, Sniper can easily clear that small camp with a single shrapnel. Oh god. I'm pretty surprised he's actually laning. I feel like he should just sit underneath this tower, not because he's like dying, but like because it's just possible that he does. You know, it's like I've learned in these cases where if I'm gankable, that the enemy team's gonna gank me. So it's kind of interesting that Quinn's like not really giving them respect there. Do you think this is an ag sniper? It's a core sniper, so I don't think so. They can only do what they did so many times, though, because they only have so many smokes, and you can see Quincy Crew's wards around the mid lane. Pretty much heavily focusing on the sniper. I remember I played a pub as sniper like a month or two ago, and the enemy team was doing this to me, and my team was legitimately just AFK, and I was so mad. And in this case, like, his team has to help him, which they have been to some extent, but I'm really surprised he's still laning. Like, why is he not just shrapneling this lane? I'm actually so confused. Stop fucking laning. What am I missing here? You can't lane. You get decrypt into fissured and you die. You're shrapnel, bro. They're not gonna go on your Ursa. Like, your Sand King's just chilling top, pushing W. I think this is a pretty game-throwing mistake from Quinn here. And I think Zoomers is actually in a really good spot now because that mid tower was really important. So I think that it's a really good job for Zoomers to prioritize this mid tower. And I was originally favoring the Dire lineup here, but because I thought Sniper could just defend this tower, but he's like overstepped his boundaries like 4 times already, and 4 Zoomers have punished him really well. So props to them there. And now he's against Centaur as the game goes on, which does not feel good. Did he not want to hit there? That was a bit weird. A lot of people seem to be very interested in this 4 Zoomer squad. Any thoughts why? Oh, they're just a new team in NA that's not complete and utter dog shit. I think they've got a lot of the good makings of a team. Legitimate team. I don't think they're there yet, but I do think that they have the ingredients of what it takes to be a successful team. Mask of Madness Sniper. We'll see how this mid-game plays out, because if the Sniper manages to not continuously feed for like the next 5 or 10 minutes, and get like Mask of Madness, Maelstrom, BKB, is kind of what I'm looking at, then they can be in a really good spot, I think. But the problem is that those early deaths really snowballed themselves. And he didn't have a save early. Wyvern's a save, but not at this point in the game. He's a save once she gets like level 6 and a couple points in Cold Embrace too. So early on, he just had to avoid the
Dire's top tower is under attack.
the period of time that he was not savable on Sniper. And he has not really done that very well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Kona Chan. When it comes to stack pulling, it boils down to the fact that single pull most of the time is not preventable and not punishable. A lot of the time, if the opponent's not stupid, they will see that the support's missing. And so they'll go check the pull. So if you go take the time to stack and then pull, they have like 30 seconds to just not let you do it. So the answer to your question would be that it's greedier and better to double or to stack and then pull. But that's not something good players will let you get away with. So you have to think of it as greedy to stack pull, and to do it when you don't think the opponent can stop you. That's how I would describe that. It is the ideal play, but most players, at least in my games, and even like what I've seen in like 4K games, are good enough to stop it. There are plenty of trash supports, like my Mirana last night on my Smurf game, that will just let you stack pull. And if you can, by all means do it. But to understand that it's not something you can like reliably get off if the opponent is competent is important. I feel like he's missing a lot of random CS. Switch to net worth? Shut the fuck up. But you're right. And treads? Question mark, Quinn? Won't you just shove the wave by single pulling? I feel like at that point, if you're gonna ask, you should talk. You should just watch my super early Airy coaching sessions. I think I've also made a video on single pulling. But my Airy coaching sessions go over all that shit in depth. I talked to him about the difference between 15-second pulling and 45-second pulling and how you utilize single pulling. It's either the first or second episode, so it's 100% in there, I know that. Did you win any tourneys yesterday? I didn't play poker, if that's what you're referring to. Is it Ursa's job to get the aggressive farm? Well, is it Ursa or Sniper? So yes, the answer is yes. So at this stage in the game, you naturally want to have one person taking the aggressive / independent farm bottom. You want to have one person responsible for pushing out mid, and then if possible, you want to have the other person defend top. but top's more dangerous than mid because the enemy team's going to be playing top and mid here. So, Ursa's the one that takes the aggressive independent farm, Sand King's the one that takes the dead lane farm, and Sniper's the one that plays in the middle and can push out lanes whenever he feels safe to do so. But he will primarily play off map and occasionally show like this. I would even argue that this is dangerous. He knows it too. He's like backing off immediately. He doesn't even go for the range creep.
Allies disappear.
Will you put this analysis on YouTube? You guys think I should? I'm not really analyzing too much. So the game has slowed down a lot. I didn't really think 4Zoomer's lineup could force the pace. They did get 2 tier 1s relatively early, but now what? The reason why I thought this meta would be a bit slower and turtley is because at this point it feels really hard because of how important tier 2s are now. Like, I think most teams are going to prioritize defending their tier 2s. And they picked this sniper hero, right? Like I said, I thought teams would prioritize one turtle hero, and I've already seen it a bit. I saw EG try Arc Warden. I still don't think Arc Warden's a good hero though. But now I'm seeing core sniper. So it seems like these teams are somewhat in agreement with me, even if it's not fully. And you know, there's still a lot to be discovered, but initial impression is it's super important to defend tier 2s. I also think Sand King is going to be a better hero because of that too. Sand King, one of the best dead lane farming offlaners in the game. What's up? I know. Not a rush to take the towels out of the washer. Yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, they're washed again. What kind of video to better... kind of is better do you want? No... What? I don't even know what that... You just said some random ass shit. I saw them folded up. I thought you had just put them there. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. The Roche naturally gets taken. It is very hard for Quincy crew to step out on the map when you have a sniper. It pretty much leads to you always being passive on the map with sniper. I don't know how much this Aegis really changes. The thing I don't like about Troll this game is I think Troll's like a 10 times better hero when he has Oracle or a Baden or something on his team. What build is he going for? Did he go Battle Fury? He did. So he's actually got the Silver Edge queued up. I don't know about how I feel about that. My theory is that Dire, I said this at the start of the game, is just going to outcarry them. So, we'll see. I could easily be wrong. The Centaur against Sniper makes it a bit fishy. Instead of going for the Maelstrom BKB, he's actually gone Dragonlance MKB. I do think MKB is a very good item this patch. I think MKB is one of the best items right now. Any hero that wants to build an MKB will naturally be a better hero. It will... They don't seem to care about this Aegis. Question mark arrow? That arrow miss is going to cost Quinn his life here. Yeah, well... That was a pretty huge blunder. I think if they kill Centaur, this fight's unrecognizably different because the sniper doesn't get Centaur ulted on top of, and then he's dishing out damage in the back. But instead, it results in both cores on Dire dying. So that's why even if you theory craft the draft, you still have to play the game. It's like when I predict what draft's going to win and then I watch those kind of plays, I'm like, man, does it really matter what I said?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
1% HP regen is always good if it's 1%, so you'd rather have 50 HP regen constantly than have, like, you know, weave out of the fight and have 350 HP regen? I'm not sure, you know, that's like a bit... I'm not sure, you know. Maybe it's better than it appears, but my initial impression was it wasn't good. Centaur too tanky? He's not too tanky. He gets arrowed, he dies 100%. What's up? Okay. I used the soap and scrubbed it, but I guess I'm underestimating oil. So I'll keep that in mind. Why are they not trying to avoid fights when they have Aegis? Battle Fury Troll isn't that scary with 2 lives. Like, I'm not too afraid of fighting into it. I'm pretty sure that that fight was perfectly fine. Every time something goes wrong, you have to ask yourself why it went wrong. I would argue it's completely because they just whiffed the arrow on the guy they jumped. The Centaur was the best target there, actually, because the Sniper is way more survivable if Centaur's dead. But now, I think the map gets more and more constricted for Quincy crew. Quinn was supposed to have a better game than this, I'm pretty sure, like by a long shot. Him having a much worse game means Yawar is gonna get picked on a lot more. So Quinn having these 4 deaths means that Yawar is gonna get less farmed, as you see there. They're still trying to keep the same general orientation to the map for Quincy crew, but as the game goes on, it becomes easier and easier for the enemy team to pick you off. I think Quincy crew is at the point where they can't farm 3 lanes anymore. If they keep trying to do this, Zoomers is going to punish them. So I do like what Zoomers is doing. They're forcing objectives, they're picking heroes off that are alone. He has to position so safely on Sniper here. Oh. He actually wins Shadowblade. Why? Why Shadowblade? What am I missing here? That was a really good curse, actually. Isolated the Shaker. That was a really good curse. Nice stun by Laylas. As long as Sniper is allowed to peep people, they will win fights. So the Centaur ultimate and engage is like super important. I think the Shadowblade by Troll is like some weird shit. I don't really understand it. I understand his idea is to get on top of the Sniper, but I really do think if he wants to get on top of the Sniper, that is not the way to do it. Like, Quincy crew is just going to have detection, and they're going to kill you for having a... You're this, like, super farm Troll Warlord, and all you have is a Battle Fury and a Shadowblade. And you're going... Like, Silver Edge doesn't actually do anything. I really hope he doesn't buy this item. There's no way he is supposed to upgrade this to a Silver Edge. There's actually no way. I refuse to believe. I personally am under the impression that Silver Edge is not a good item right now. That is my initial impression. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, Sammy Boy is being Bammy Soy right now and feeding.
They should have run.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So, I actually talked about Blink versus Shadowblade in my Shadowblade video on YouTube. And I said with Shadowblade, it's only a good item if the opponent detects you and you have a way to be like, oh shit, and you live. So that is my definition of what makes Shadowblade a good item on farming heroes. And as you see here, they detect him, he's going to die. So I do not agree with this item. I think this is trash. He would have to have like a BKB to make this item worth it. Because he gets detected, he's like, oh shit, like, you know, pop BKB and run away. Yeah, I don't know. By my definition, this is a very bad purchase. There's a bug with Silver Edge. I'm not sure if it's been patched yet. If the opponent doesn't have Butterfly, when should I go Deso or MKB? Well, as we talked about in my other YouTube video that talks about minus armor compared to armor. Minus armor goes down in value the more armor the opponent has. So MKB gives you 75 magic damage a hit, so which is reduced by 25%. So at that point, you have to compare the raw damage output of MKB from the approximately 58 magic damage you're doing a hit, which is basically 58 pure damage, right? Because I'm saying it's 75 magic damage, but it's 58 after reduction. Or 57. So it's like, what's better? 57 pure damage a hit, or minus 6 armor? Oh, a full duration arrow on the fucking Earthshaker. Let's watch the sniper for the fight here. Yep, Troll's way out of position. No BKB. Completely controlled. Yeah. I think this game even more so solidifies for me how bad Radiant Draft was. Because I feel like Quincy crew made a pretty decent amount of mistakes this game, and they're kind of just winning. Maybe I underestimated Zoomers. Suddenly they're winning the fight. Maybe I underestimated Zoomers literally as it happened. I thought they were getting kind of crushed there, and then Ursa got controlled and killed. And they're actually chasing Quinn. Didn't MKB damage get nerfed? It was given 25 attack speed and 10 damage was taken off, so I would say it does way more damage than it did before. MKB got buffed this patch for sure. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Sandboy's fucking throwing this game. I don't know what this build is. He definitely should have like SNY Abyssal. Like I don't know what he's doing. This Shadowblade purchase is some dumbass shit, man. If they win, you know, we can shout out Gunner and fucking Monkeys forever for carrying this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What heroes built so... Okay, Silver Edge has a great build-up now, in my opinion. On heroes that already built Echo Saber and benefit from it, it could be pretty good. Name one hero last patch that bought an Echo Saber, please. Name one. Name one hero you saw in a competitive match that bought an Echo Saber. I'm not talking about your 2K MMR Spear Breakers and Slardars. I'm talking about competitive Dota where people actually kind of know what they're doing that built an Echo Saber. Well, Monkey King got obliterated. Like, obviously, Monkey King doesn't count. Monkey King literally got nerfed to shit in terms of that. So, you can't say Monkey King. Because, like, they literally nerfed the shit out of Echo Saber on Monkey King. You saw a competitive Slark buy an Echo Saber.
Dire's bottom tower is
You
under
saw
attack.
a competitive Slark buy an Echo Saber. Slark is the only reasonable hero, to be honest with you. Like, out of every hero in the game that could buy the new Silver Edge, I think it's Slark. Like, that's about it. I think most games on Slark... I built a Echo Saber last patch, like, twice. I built it twice out of, like, 30 games on Slark. I think it was situational on Slark. Somebody told me Miracle built it. I don't think it's complete and utter trash, but I think the majority of games you want to go... Diffusal Blade. My point being is that Silver Edge is like, for whatever reason, people are like, holy shit, Craigasm, it's an Echo Saber Silver Edge. The build-up's really not that great. There's no hero in the game other than Slark that would go Echo Saber Shadowblade. There's just no hero in the game that does it. Like, all these like Svens and shit, they're not heroes. Like, they don't get picked, so... Maybe the item will be super broken when like Sven becomes meta. Like, maybe they'll buff Sven and then suddenly... Silver Edge Sven will be really good, but until then, I don't see who buys it. Yeah, all the heroes that may buy this are absolute trash. So in my opinion, the item is trash. When I decide how good or bad I think an item is, it's pure, like, it's obviously a thought, right? It's a theory craft. It's purely based on how often I think it'll be bought.
Dire's top tower
I think MKB, you're going to see at least one, usually 2 or 3 of them a game. Like, I think you're going to see a lot of fucking MKBs. I think MKB is a broken item right now. I think this item is way too good. I think at least one every game will be seen. How was Monkey King nerfed? They made it so Echo Saber only works on real heroes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Didn't they remove the break on Silver Edge? No, they did not.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Shadows, take us.
Is Spirit Vessel buffed or nerfed?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Well,
attack.
I commented on my patch review, but if you look at it from last patch, it literally does 10% or 15% less heal amp reduction, which is actually 33% more heal for the opponent, because they went from having 40% of their normal heal to 55% of it, which is a 30% increase. Actually, it's like a 40% increase. Yeah, it's a 40% increase, actually. So the item got nerfed pretty fucking drastically in regards to the heal reduction on it. But it got more damage and more heal on it in general. So the item is an all-around item, rather than a fuck heroes that have heal innately built into them item. So I don't think the item necessarily got nerfed or buffed. It's hard to say exactly, but it definitely got drastically changed. Because as a general item, way better. As a specific item to counter heroes like Necrophos and Morphling, it is way worse.
Gold and sweet.
Taking evasion talent on Troll, forehead. Did he actually take
Dire's top
evasion
tower
talent?
is under attack.
He did.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Troll scales this game. I've learned my lesson the hard way. I think Troll without Oracle or Abaddon is unplayable. Maybe Legion. Maybe Legion. Some Dispel. You need some Dispel on your team.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's
Rigor,
top tower
name one
is under
hero that
attack.
bought Shadowblade and Echo Saber, other than Slark. Just name one. And I'll get behind your thoughts on this. I need to hear one hero. Well, Sniper's fucking dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Why evasion? Because it's for the Ursa.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Troll Warlord into Wyvern Omega Lol. Craigasm, PogChamp, Sammy Boy Dodo. Are you gonna turn around and kill him, Quinn, or what? Are you a pussy?
Double
Okay.
kill.
It was not luck, but skill.
Alk Silveridge. I asked you guys about a hero prior to this patch that bought Echo Saber and Shadowblade.
Echo Saber still only work on me.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is
Echo
under
Saber is
attack.
still a melee hero item. They actually nerfed Silveridge in my opinion. I think it's a strictly worse item because you can't buy it on
Dire's
ranged
bottom
heroes
tower is
anymore.
under attack.
Like
Radiant's
I have a
structures
I'm
are
of the
fortified.
opinion that Silveridge got made way
Radiant's
worse.
middle
I
tower
actually
is
don't know what the
under
fuck they're
attack.
doing. I think the only way it will be better is if it's given more bonuses than the components that build it, or the recipe is removed. One of the two.
Radiant's middle
Because
tower
right now
has
you're
fallen.
pretty much saying I buy an Echo
Radiant's
Saber
top
and a
tower
Shadow
is
Blade,
under
and then I
attack.
pay 700 or 600 gold to combine the two. The break mechanic is very negligible. It's never been a huge part of the Silver Edge. Other than against like Bristleback. So what you're saying is that you have to buy an Echo Saber in the first place. Otherwise, I'd rather have 15 all stats, I think. 15 all stats and the extra damage that Echo Saber or that Shadow Blade used to give. Silver Edge costs 500 more gold than it used to. Like it costs like pretty significantly more than it used to cost. Would Silver Edge be broken if they added the double attack to ranged heroes? It'd be purchasable on ranged heroes. Would it be broken? What ranged hero in the game would you just fucking hype PogChamp over having a double attack on? Sniper? I mean, you'd rather just have raw attack speed, I think, on Sniper.
Q, Q.
Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, maybe. I'd rather probably just have raw attack speed, but... Guys, Spear Breaker does not buy Shadowblade Echo Saber all the time. Please stop giving me your 2K pub builds that would never work against decent players. Please. I understand if you want to say, hey, I can build this in my 2K pubs now. I'm not talking about 2K pubs. Spear Breaker does not buy those items. Arrow? OD could be good. OD would be good with it. Yeah, with the double attack. Dude, Dyer's gonna fucking lose this game, man. What's up? Yeah, I'm saying if it did, though. Like, I'm saying if it did work with range, would that actually, like, impact viably? Dude, is this Troll Warlord build the shit? Is Sammy Boy doing it?
Yes.
Is Sammy Boy the GOAT? I feel like Sniper has to stop fighting outside of base. And he needs this BKB. And he needs this BKB real bad. Not gonna lie, the Halbert's kind of dope. I think if he had gotten this exact item build in the Battle Fury BKB Halberd Shadowblade order, or BKB before Shadowblade, I think this build is reasonable. But that's literally what I said, though, right? If they detect you, you have to have a no shit button. So if he had gone BKB Shadowblade, I think this build would have actually been good. I can get behind it. But going the first item Shadowblade was just, like, strictly bad, I think. But now that he's gotten all the items that are, like, part of the components, I think he's in a good spot with his itemization here. Would you suggest Silver Edge Jug? Well, did Jug ever buy an Echo Saber? Could you go late game Silver Edge? Sure. But, like, it wouldn't be me going Echo Saber, then Shadowblade, then upgrading. It'd be me buying a Shadowblade, and then at some point in the game having 3,100 gold, and then upgrading it to a Silver Edge. Like, Echo Saber Jug isn't really good. I tried Silver Edge Tiny. It really made me miss having Blink Dagger. Well, yeah, Tiny would definitely go Blink Dagger, Echo Saber into Silver Edge. I could see that. But even then, you'd rather just, like, so much gold. Is that, like, a better item? Like, is that... You could have just gone Shadowblade before. Do you really need it to be combined? You know? Like, does it benefit you to have the two combined? It's just underwhelming. It's like an underwhelming combination of two items, is how I view it. What if we made Silver Edge give ranged heroes cleave? Oh, that's just dumb. That comes out of nowhere. Hear me out, guys. Let's give cleave to an item that never had cleave. For example, in this game where Troll has Shadowblade, are you saying that upgrading to Silver Edge is just bad? Until he has no other items to buy, yeah. It's a luxury item, right? By definition, it's a luxury item. It doesn't actually make you any better. It just gives you something that does a little bit more damage. But, like, he's gonna go MKB. If he wants to then go Silver Edge because he has no slots left, sure. That's reasonable. Arizona is partially shutting back down. Shocker there. Thanks for telling me, Shannon. I didn't know that, but that's not a shocker.
Radiant's top tower and Sean has fallen to the ground. Radiant's top
Double
tower
kill.
is under attack.
Come get healed.
Dude, who's winning this game? I really can't tell.
Killing spree. Impossible kill.
Who got the Ags? Wasn't it an Ags roast or was it just cheese? No, there was a cheese already. Is it a refresher
Dyer's
shard?
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, it's on Ursa. Ursa picked up the axe. Okay, Ursa's got an axe. It's kind of a big deal. That's why they have the net worth lead. I see.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, exclamation point patch.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under
Oh, it's Boss Johnsky. What helps stack fervor more? Echo Saber double hit or like a Hyperstone? You know? Like, it doesn't even help you stack that much. Just a double hit.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Looks like they really don't want to buy back the Ursa. I think the one lane Arax is not worth the buyback.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Oh god, is he dead? The Wyvern's alive, they can't commit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Scar Brains.
Dire's bottom tower
That's literally
has
like the
fallen.
dumbest comment ever. I'm telling you it's a bad item because there's no situation where you'd buy it. It's not because... It's like, you know, you're arguing with me that, like, you know, last patch, the Holy Locket, there's, you know, it's not a bad item. It could really help in this game against this shit. It's like, if you only buy the item 1% of the time, it's obviously a fucking shit item. If you only pick the hero 1 out of 200 games, even if it's really good in that one game, it's still a shit hero. Could it win you the game by picking it? Sure. Like, the beauty of Dota is everything's viable, but the strength of a hero in general and the strength of an item is how often you're going to buy it, because that's how good it is. So it's like, my argument is that Silver Edge in general is a trash item because you're really rarely going to buy it, then it's literally a trash item. Like,
The nether reaches out.
nobody's going to buy Silver Edges until they're 6 slotted. So is it better than the old Silver Edge? No, it's literally the exact same thing. Except instead of 15 all stats and a bit of extra damage and attack speed, it gives you Echo Saber, which for 500 gold extra, is that worth it? Strictly a nerf to ranged heroes. It straight up says heroes like Sniper can't buy the item anymore. So I would say that making an Echo Saber is like strictly worse because half the heroes that bought the item can't buy it anymore. So it's like the viability of the item actually went down in terms of how often you can buy it. All these like strength heroes that would quote unquote buy an Echo Saber, none of them are viable. Like, and even ones that could buy it have better builds. Like, you know, Wraith King would rather have an armlet. Sven's not a hero in the game of Dota 2 at the current moment. And the item itself is not a buff enough to make or break a hero. Like, you can't say Sven wasn't picked last patch, but with the new Silver Edge BSJ, how good is he? That's not like a thing. It's not like a good enough buff to change the viability of the hero. This is pretty ballsy by Quinn. Is he crazy or what? I feel like he should not feel this confident to sit there hitting creeps. But BSJ, Troll just bought this item as the 12th item.
Is under attack.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not saying that it's not worth upgrading. It's like 3,000 gold for a mediocre upgrade, so you buy it when you're 6 slotted.
Radiant's bottom tower
Does that look any
is under
different than the
attack.
old Silver Edge to you? I don't think so. Oh god, that Winter's Curse. I don't know about that one.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
That Winter's Curse was sus.
Oh no.
Bammy Soy Dota? Bammy Soy? Bammy Soy Dota?
Double kill.
What situations call for Echo Saber instead of Diffusal on Slack?
What the just happened?
Diffusal's the rule, Echo Saber's the exception. So when I say that, the question is why do you need a Diffusal? What does a Diffusal do for you? And so if you figure that one out, you've learned it all.
Dire's bottom tower.
Good for Slardar maybe? What would I rather have? That or an axe?
A dominant.
Once I have axe, what would I rather have? An AC or a Silver Edge?
To wash your blood from my claws.
Double kill.
Wow.
That was your warning shot.
The flicker. The flicker.
Oh dear. My pet loves venison.
Yeah, Sammy Boy's been doing pretty good overall. I think his Shadowblade first item here was pretty bad. Or Battle Fury into Shadowblade was bad. But aside from that, his itemization in this game is pretty good. Like I said, his order of items was wrong. But it seems like a small mistake, but it's actually a big deal that he bought that Shadowblade. I think they would have 100% won this game already if he had gone BKB then Shadowblade. He went Shadowblade and died twice? Yeah, he died twice with it. Or he died... One time he got gone on and 2 of his teammates died saving him, and then the other time he died. So the game would have been much smoother if he hadn't done that. All this Echo Saber talk reminds me of a friend who always bought it on Bounty Hunter. I mean, Echo Saber is like a feels-good item, right? It gives you some mana regen, the double hit feels pretty nice. So it's just like a very noob-friendly item, right? It's kind of like Lincoln Sphere. But they actually buffed it Lincoln Sphere a shit ton, so Lincoln Sphere might actually be a pretty good item now. But Echo Saber, it makes sense that the average newish player, or players that are low rank, would want to buy Echo Saber. It's like a very feels-good item to have. But when you really break it down as an item, it's not a very good item. Is a rapier time for Dire? Maybe. Looks like he's choosing Scotty, though. My question would be, why would you go Abyssal? What does Abyssal allow you to do? Abyssal allows you to close the gap and burst somebody down, right? So when the opponent has ways of reliably preventing you from bursting somebody down, usually your play is not to burst them down with your items, right? So Sammy Boy is not going Abyssal because it's not his job to burst people in this game. It's his job to stand in front and wail on people as long as possible and be a consistent but powerful threat. So he has a BKB, he has the Halberd, he has a, I believe, the Silver Edge completed, and an MKB. So it kind of says, like, I'm going to stand in front and hit you guys consistently, and it's going to be really hard to bring me down, and you're going to have me in your face as Pugna and all this shit in the back is doing a lot of damage. Abyssal says, I'm going to jump you and kill the fuck out of you. That's not what Troll does this game, right? He's not bursting anybody. That's not his job. He has a Pugna to do that. He has a Shaker to do that. Was this Sniper Core? Is that actually a thing? I thought it was going to be really good this game. I said I was a bit hesitant because it was against Centaur. But I do believe it's hard to say for me for sure. I think Quinn really misplayed it around the like 6 to 12 minute mark. It's like easy for me to say he misplayed it, right? But it's actually really hard to do these things correct, and they're mistakes I make in games too. But the fact is he did misplay, right? Like a tier 1 sniper player would not do that. A tier 1 sniper player would not die 3 times in the first 10 minutes of the game to 4-man ganks. Like they would be sitting really far fucking back. Maybe die once or twice. He died way too many times. What's going on here? Pugna's dead with no buyback. Watching Bammy Soy get kited. Is Quincy Cruz still gonna win this game? Dude, that tells me so much about the drafts if Quincy Cruz still wins this game, dude.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Holy shit, they're actually still gonna win this game. Holy shit.
Dominating, I guess.
Holy shit, they're still gonna win this game, dude. It's honestly pretty damn close either way. This is a good game. Sniper is the hardest scaling hero in this game, period. He is queuing up the rapier, as you guys stated. Roll? Question mark? Bammy Soy? Bammy Soy? Bammy Soy? Question...
Mega kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No one plays a lot of Sniper? How's VP doing right now? Kappa. No one's a very good player. He's one of the few players that plays Sniper. I think VP plays around Sniper very well. But even then, I've only seen him play like 3 games out of like the 100 I've watched of VP. They play it more than anybody though. That's like arguing that Techies is a good hero because one team picks it, right? Like, I think Sniper requires very high understanding of the hero to play at the competitive level. They're trying to steal components like the cheese and shit with the courier. They're actually not killing it so they can kill the courier. Holy shit. Dude, they're actually getting trolled by Radiant couriers. What the fuck? I've never seen this before. Dude, I've never seen that shit before. Did they get the Ags with it? Dude, did they steal the Ags there? Oh no, he's got it, he's got it. That's hilarious. They were like trying to steal the Ags and the refresher and shit with couriers. Because even if the courier dies, it picks up the item, it's gonna get it. That's so funny actually. I've never seen that shit before. Who gets the Ags? Sanking? I don't know. Sniper Ag seems pretty dope here. When he's getting gone on, he can actually just ult somebody point blank. It's a stun and it has no channel time pretty much. Maybe the Sanking Burrow Strike range is too good. Liquid did this against Secret? Yeah, I haven't been watching too much competitive Dota recently, so...
The prize is mine.
What does SK Ags do? Doubles the range of Burrow Strike.
You gotta be ready. A lucky find.
If Troll is frontlining, why isn't he going Satanic? Satanic relies on you hitting somebody to lifesteal, right? Guess that was a good TED Talk with BSJ. He's almost got Rapier. Does Sanking's value decrease as the game goes on? I think Sanking's a very strong utility hero late game. Sandstorm talents are really good. The DPS, the blind. A hero with innate mobility can kind of build whatever the fuck items he needs to build. Ghost Scepter, Greaves, Halberd, Blink. Pretty good items. You'd at least think he'd have Abyssal to chunk the Wyvern. His option in this game was to go Blink Abyssal and kill the Wyvern, which I don't think is good. Or to not go... Like, if he went to Abyssal, he needs to... I don't really know. Like, he'd have to go the SNY Satanic Abyssal build. And I don't really think that would work this game. I also just thought Troll was a really bad pick, so... The reason why I say it's a bad pick is I think, like, what items am I going to build to make myself feel good this game? And there's really no item build that makes sense to me. Which, to me, makes the hero a bad pick. It's like, when I pick a hero, if I feel like it's a good pick, it's because I build, like, 4 items, and I'm like, wow, my hero feels really strong as the game goes on now that I have these 4 items. I don't think there's, like, really any point in this game where Troll's gonna carry it. I think Troll without Abaddon, Oracle, or Legion just can't play Dota at this stage in the game. Alright, you just can't play, you just get kited to oblivion. It really doesn't matter, like, what the enemy lineup is. They will be able to kite you. And they have a Wyvern, too. Rapier online.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Would you ever go Ghost Scepter on Sniper? Absolute last item, like he's got queued up. I can see it. I think they desperately need a Vlad's. Like a really late game Vlad's. But it looks like they're prioritizing Ghost Scepters, which is fine, but I think the Sniper needs to be able to stand his ground somewhat. Because he just hits for fucking 600 damage, but has no sustain. What situation to go Divine Rapier when your only problem is damage and you absolutely need a shit ton of damage?
Allies disappear.
It's usually a Hail Mary item, or like, I actually just need this item to be a threat in the back. So yeah, I don't even know if he's more of a threat with Rapier than he is with fucking Mask of Madness. He was doing a lot of damage. they just not have detection on monkeys?
Unstoppable?
Do you have a gem or am I crazy? Okay, he had a gem. Troll Warlord into Wyvern.
You were a millennial.
Troll Warlord into Wyvern. Oh god, the Aegis! The Aegis! The Aegis! Troll Warlord into Wyvern Pod! Pod! Wait, does Monkeys have it? Oh my god, Monkeys has it.
Double kill.
Monkeys? Fucking DPS Centaur?
We run.
Okay, well, Rapier's back on deck. Dude, pick up the fucking Rapier, dude.
Double kill.
Are you gonna pick up the Rapier? Isn't... Dude, what?
There is nothing that can stop this man.
I guess they just end? Did he just not realize that Centaur has the Rapier?
Radiant's middle tower.
I feel like a Rapier would help you in this game.
It makes him grow stronger.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
Dude, I feel like they should definitely have that fucking Rapier. Nullifier?
Killing spree.
Okay.
Radiant's
GG.
middle tower is falling.
Killing spree.
That was some nice, clean NA Dota, boys. A nice, clean NA Dota. Oh! You hear that? Oh.